Question 1. David bought red and white balls from which red were 1/3 of the white. So we have 1/3 and red is 1 while white is 3. He returned 5 white balls, so white balls minus 5, and bought 15 red balls more, so red balls plus 15. So the number of white balls is 4/3 of the red balls, so white balls is 4 and red balls is 3. So the question wants to know how many balls did he have at first. So let's write out all our ratios. We have red against white. And we know that in the beginning, red had 1 unit, while white had 3 units. And after this, he returned 5 white balls. So the change would be white balls minus 5. And he bought 15 red balls more, so red plus 15. And in the end, we were left with a ratio of 4 white balls and 3 red balls. So white would be 4 parts and red ball would be 3 parts. Remember not to write units for the final ratio. Okay, so now if you want to find how many balls he had at first, we would have to find the value of 1 unit. And how do we find the value of 1 unit? We would have to form an equation of just whole numbers and units. So based on this ratio over here, we can form 2 equations. We have 1u plus 15 equals to 3 parts. So this is our first equation. And our second equation would be 3 units minus 5 equals to 4 parts. So now that we have 2 equations and we want to find the value of 1 unit, we would have to make the number of parts for the first equation and second equation the same, so that we can substitute these 2 equations together. So between 3 and 4, the common multiple is 12. So we want to end up with 12 parts on the right-hand side for both equations. So 3 to 12, you will have to multiply it by 4. So we have to multiply 4 to the left-hand side as well. So this gives us 1 times 4, 4 units, plus 15 times 4, which is 60. So we have 4u plus 60 equals to 12 parts. Now for the second equation, in order to get 12 parts from 4, we must multiply it by 3. So do the same for the left-hand side. 3 times 3 gives us 9u, minus 5 times 3 gives us minus 15. So now we have 2 equations, and we realize that these 2 equations, they have the same number of parts on the right-hand side, correct? So this means that 4u plus 60 is equals to 9u minus 15, since they both equals to 12 parts. So we have 4u plus 60 equals to 9u minus 15. So 5u, because 9u minus 4u gives you 5u, equals to 60 plus 15. So that is 75. So now we can find the value of 1 unit, which is 75 divided by 5, and that gives us 15. So the question wants to know how many balls he had at first. So number of balls at first would be equals to 1u plus 3u, which is 4u, and 4u represents 4 times 15, which is 60. So this is your final answer.